What's doing, guys? This is Alexander Brems, aka Danish Goalkeeping. Today I will be doing a quick Q&A for college soccer talent to give you guys an insight into my college experience. So I grew up in Denmark. I played in a little club in Odense called Nesby Ball Club, where it in the youth league was always in the second best divisions. So U17, U19, I played in the second best youth division, and then when I became a senior, I was 18, 19. Played in third division. I was sitting on the bench and I was like, this is not what I want to do. So I contacted this agency that helped me get through to the college, to NCAA, and then I started my college career. I first started in NCAA D2 in Mercer University, where I had two decent first seasons. First season we came to the second round of the nationals. We won the PSAC, and then after 2 years at Mercer, I transferred to Cal State LA, where it went pretty well. Yeah, I'll talk more about it later. So my soccer idol growing up was always Iker Casillas from Spain and Real Madrid. I'm a huge Madrid fan, so I've always loved watching him play. How he was a small keeper like me. He's like 6'1", 6'2", and I'm 6 foot. So it was always a pleasure watching him play. Him, I also loved Peter Schmeichel, Kasper Schmeichel, and now I just love all. I just appreciate goalkeeping now. And how I got recruited by Cal State LA, I basically recruited myself. I did a video. I put in my soccer resume, and then I just emailed a bunch of coaches. I had offers from D1, D2s, but then I got an offer from Cal State LA and had a really good chat with the coach, and yeah, it was a good fit. And then I transferred to Cal State LA after 2 years and was there from in the 2018 and 2019 season. And my time at Cal State was great. Like, practice was super serious. It was a great setup. We had 5 coaches: head coach, assistant coach, 2 assistant coach, and then a goalkeeper coach. And the first season went really good. We ended up getting second in the regular season, but winning the CCAA playoffs, which clinched us a an NCAA tournament. We won the first game, and then the second game we lost in overtime. In overtime, it was a heartbreaking loss, but personally, it was great. We as a team got 14 shutouts, played every single minute, and 14 shutouts, which was enough to be the best in the country. So we won. I got the CCAA, the Commissioners First Team All America. Got First Team West Region, and yeah, a lot of other accolades. And then the 2019 season, my senior season, it was almost perfect. We were undefeated. Like, we won or tied every single game. We won the regular season. We lost in penalties in the CCAA conference playoffs finals. But then we went on and had a bye in the first round of nationals. Second round of nationals we won. Third round, which was the Super Region 4 semifinal, we won. This time we won in penalties, and then we played the Super Region 4 final and won 2-0. Amazing day, amazing to win the third and fourth round, and then we go on to the final four, which is, along with another question, my most memorable college soccer moment was the final four. I got surprised by my family. They showed up and surprised me in Pittsburgh. They have already been there earlier for my senior day, and then they showed up in Pittsburgh, and it was just great. Like, the semifinal, we win 3-0, play really good, and then we get to the final. Like, the whole build up. Like, this is another question: how was it to like play in a national championship game? The nerves were. I wasn't really nervous. Like, we knew our coach has been pretty good to just say it's just another game. It's just another game throughout the whole season. So it's the build up was like, there were nerves, and it was a pretty tough game in the semifinals. So we were a bit tired, but playing a national championship game was amazing. I wish that it wouldn't have been in Pittsburgh where it was 35 degrees and snowing while we were playing, because that definitely played a little factor. It's not an excuse, it's just a factor. And yeah, unfortunately we get our first loss of the season after we've we've been undefeated for 23 games, and then unfortunately we lose in the final 2-0. Yeah. And another question, most talented player I've ever played with. In college, it was Jorge Sensi. He ended up getting drafted by LAFC. Played with on a Mercer as my first year. Otherwise, I've played with players who now play in Fiorentina in the Serie A, who's in the Premier League, who's in the Serie A, in the Bundesliga, yeah, in the Superliga, and in the best league in Denmark. I have a lot of friends. So, played with a lot of. Yeah, is another question. Best player I played with in college was Jorge Sensi, and biggest lesson learned in college is that, that's a tough one. It is that you can't change what has already happened. Like in the game, let's say you make a mistake, you can't change what happened. Carry on, move on. Don't think too much about it. Biggest lesson I learned in college in general is just learning about myself, being 6 to 9 hour time difference away from my family and all my friends, moving to different places where I didn't know anyone, and just put my head down and work hard. Hard work pays off. I did not expect to go to college and have the success I have. Like the first 2 years were good. I had a lot of friends and it was good for soccer, but the last 2 years it was just amazing for soccer. Best aspects of college soccer, it is that it's fun. It's fun to play in those big games. Like I played in 3 conference finals, won 2, lost 1 in penalties, and it's different than playing the regulation, the youth game where there's not really trophies or anything. Here you actually play for trophies. There's 4 trophies you can win. There's regular season, conference playoff, your regional playoffs in the NCAA, and then the national championship. And I've been in every single final and won 3, and a regional final, but been in championship game and fortunately lost, but still played in it. It was amazing. And anyone going into their freshman year of college, advice I would give would be to get to know everyone. Work hard, don't overdo, don't think that you can play the way that you played in high school. Try to play the same way, but don't overdo yourself. Like, don't do something that you usually wouldn't do. Don't dribble 4 extra guys if you can just pass the ball. Don't make a crazy pass as a goalkeeper if you think it won't. Like, play safe, play secure, do what you're told to do, play as the coach would like you to play. Let's say you play for a coach who was offensive in high school, but then you go to a college and is on a defensive coach, do what he says. And then we have what's next for me. Well, right now we're in the middle of all this coronavirus BS, and I just started playing with the 3rd division team in Denmark. Hopefully I have trials coming up this summer. I made a agreement with have an agent. So hopefully professional soccer is next for me. Otherwise, you can find my content. And I have 2 Instagrams. One is my personal one, then I have one for goalkeeping, where I put up soccer goalkeeper videos, goalkeeper training, gym workouts for keepers, and a little bit of the mental part, which I think is super important. So, and it's called DanishGoalkeeping. They will link it in the description. And well, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you go follow College Soccer Talent across all of the social media platforms, but also Danish Goalkeeping. Thank you, and thank you for College Soccer Talent for inviting me to this Q&A. Have a great one.